Hello everyone, today I'm going to be playing a game called Mutant Uprising. It's on Congregate, you should really check it out. So, I'm gonna start a new game. Yes. Your name is Rick, an unemployed 20-something who lives alone in a one-bedroom house. After a busy morning getting rejected for job interviews, you sit down to watch the news. The newscaster is speaking in a panicked tone, which you think is quite unprofessional. Your eyes widen as you hear what he's saying. There has been some kind of disease outbreak. People are mutating in horrible ways and killing anyone who hasn't been infected. Your bowels tighten as you realize that this could be the apocalypse. Suddenly, there is a loud knocking on the door. You almost jump out of your skin. Your heart is pounding, but fortunately you haven't crapped yourself. Yet. The knocking continues, louding and insistently. What do you do? Ignore the watching. Okay, let me see these options. Ignore the knocking and keep watching TV. Go to an upstairs room and look down to see who's knocking on the door. Fling the door open and greet whoever it is with a warm welcome. Open the door cautiously on a chain. Going upstairs is like the best thing you should do. You don't want to die from mutant. You look down on your doorstep from an upstairs bedroom, and you see Mrs. Meggins, your elderly next-door neighbor. She's beating on the front door with both fists, seemingly trying to break her way in. You are confused at why she's acting this way until you notice that there's some kind of yellow goo dribbling from her mouth. She is clearly one of the infected people that TV report was talking about. Go to the kitchen and find someone there to deal with her. Go downstairs in panic. Jump out the window and try to land on her, or get the agent out. Go to the kitchen and deal with her there. I mean, come on, there's probably a knife or two down there. You run to the kitchen, then you realize this possibly wasn't the best idea in the world. The only way out is back the way you came, and Miss Meggins is already standing in the doorway. Pick up a kitchen knife and cut the bee's head off. Get a raw bloody hunk of meat from the fridge and offer it to her, beat the crap out of her, or hide in the cupboard. Of course, cut her head off. That's the best option. You pick up a knife with a long, sharpened blade. Mrs. Meggins towards you and lets out a husky growl. Rawr. Careful to avoid the acidic bile spewing from her mouth, you lash out her neck and land a mighty blow. A large gash appears in her throat and she falls to the floor. You run over to her fallen body and start hacking out her throat like a man possessed. You scream, "Die, die, die!" as blood spurts all over your kitchen and splatters across your face. Eventually, you regain control of your senses. Mrs. Meggins' decapitated head is lying on the floor. You drop the knife in horror. You didn't realize you were capable of such a brutality. Still shaking, you decide to get the H out of your home. I got a brutality award. Nice. You head out of your house, only pausing to pick a rucksack from your shed. You have a feeling it will come in handy. You'll need to find somewhere to hide out. Where do you go? To the town center or the open countryside? Probably less mutants in the countryside. You don't have a car or any other means of transport. You are unable to afford it, seeing as you are unemployed. What's that? How are you able to afford a house if you couldn't afford a car? You won it in a raffle. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, you are soon becoming tired and realize you won't make much headway like this. Luckily, there is a farm nearby. Scene 2, suburbs. Okay. You head over to the farm. As you near your destination, you hear an array of strange and disturbing noises. There is a low guttural moan coming from the farmhouse, and the cattle are out back making sounds unlike any of you've ever heard before. Get out there and go to the town center, go straight into the farmhouse, go and see the moo cows. Sneak around outside and try to peek into the farmhouse. Sneak around, I just want to see what's in there. Cautiously, you peer in through one of the windows. You are disgusted by what you see. There's a farmer inside. His head is swollen to 10 times its original size and has absorbed his upper torso. He also has appeared to have grown a tail. Out of the morbid fascination, you continue to watch him, and you are astonished to see he's carrying out with the same daily chores as he did before becoming a hideous mutant. That's kind of like the husk sentries from Hollow Knight. It appears these mutants still understand the conflict of civilization. Ugh, I can't talk. You soon get bored and decide to head back into the town center. Information. You enter the town and are terrified by what you see. Mutants are everywhere and they are killing people left, right, and center. Hideous freaks, worse than in any other horror movie you've ever seen, and are literally tearing people apart and eating the goo that comes out. If you don't act quickly, you'll join the long list of victims. You hide in a pile of bing bags, trying to sneak by the garbage without being noticed. Panic and start running away like a muppet. Go to the pub. Let's hide in a pile of bin bags, because you'll be safe there. Thinking quickly, you dive into a stinky pile of rubbish and try to conceal yourself as best as you can. You have never encountered such a stench, but seems to be a fairly safe place to be. It's Mutant Uprising. It is hidden down an alley, and most of the carnage is going out in the main street.
Make sure you like this There you go.
Get away from me.
Ow, Sandra, that really hurt.
Go.
Uh-oh.
You wait until nightfall before leaving your hiding place. An eerie silence has fallen upon the town. More importantly, you're hungry. As you head back into the town center, your empty stomach lurches at the sight you see. The main street is strewn with bodies. None of them appear to be moving. Go through the bodies. I hate my sister. Go unsubscribe to her channel. Dislike her videos, please. Okay. Take the long route. Let's do that. Takes a little longer, but you're not going to risk your life unnecessarily, okay? You are hungry, so you decide to go to the supermarket and get some grub. As you approach, you see the lights are still on and there are several people inside. Just as you enter, however, you realize that every single one of them is a mutant. Let's grab a shopping trolley. Let's just keep on doing what we're doing. The shopping trolley proves to be a useful weapon. You use it to barge mutants out of the way to get through the food. You see a stack of baked beans on special offer and charge straight at it. Several cans fall into the trolley. You my beans! Happy with your spoils, or you head straight out to the supermarket and start transferring as many of the can backpack. Okay. The mutants from the supermarket have seen you leave and are giving chase. You run as fast as you can. What do you do to get away? Take a trolley. Okay. One episode. Let's push it down towards the mutants. This works surprisingly well. You imagine the sound of Skittles scattering as the trolley knocks mutants down. Your actions give you enough time to get away.